Hi, my name is Cassandra Delgado. I am a certified prosthetist orthotist and director of education here with Coyote. Today we are going to be talking about the AirPuck, which is an elevated vacuum system ideal for patients who are wanting to be in the water, experience heavy sweat, or just want something that's a little less technical. No use of needing Bluetooth or apps to really help this product improve your patients' lives. Let's take a look at what's included. As we open the box, you will find a full fabrication guide, which also has other tips, tricks, liner recommendations, and a whole host of very valuable information for both the practitioner and technician. You can also find this on our website under the AirPuck page. When we open this up, we have our AirPuck itself. The AirPuck is optimized for individuals requiring that really excellent connection to their prosthesis. This is a really great option for individuals who are wanting to use a seal-in liner, but also have the freedom of going in the water and maybe times that they experience significant sweat. This puck is absolutely a great option for those people wanting that secure, tight, and confident connection with their prosthesis. Now, when we look at this, we do have a vac lock here. This allows us to have air be pulled out and then go back into the socket depending on what a patient's needs are. This vac lock will completely unscrew. So as we unscrew it here, there's a slight O-ring which helps to hold in that vacuum setting. The airlock has a 5 cubic inch reservoir, which is ideal for maintaining vacuum throughout the full course of the day. Patients can always go and adjust their vacuum by actually increasing the amount of air that is pulled out and having that higher setting. This is an excellent option for individuals who are unsure what the best suspension feeling for their volume is and want to try different levels of tightness for their extremity. With this bleed valve, this is a bleed valve, meaning it is an open and a close. It is not an auto expulsion, so just keep that in mind. We'll look at that a little bit more in a minute. Also included in your box are going to be these filter discs. 12 of them are included, and we recommend changing this disc once a month. This depends on the activity of your patient as well. If they're in dirty, dusty environments where more debris may be getting into the puck, we want to change these more frequently. These should be very simple for the patient themselves to be able to change by removing any distal cushions they may have and then just swapping this out. There are two sides to this. One is more of a felt, fuzzy side, and the other is a soft, slick, shiny side. We want that shiny side facing us, so that will go right directly on top of the AirPuck. Additionally, in our box, we have what is called Moly Coat. This is the only type of lubrication you want to add to the gasket on the top of the AirPuck. This will allow proper installation and removal of the AirPuck in your socket without taking damage to the actual gasket itself and ensuring that dry rot doesn't happen. Now, be sure to check out our full installation and removal video. Additionally, in the box, we have 2 longer screws that help us also remove the AirPuck, and then installation screws for when you're finally ready to do your full assembly. With the AirPuck, we want to be able to pull vacuum out for patients and remove that air. So there are a few ways we can do that. One of the main ways that a lot of people are using is just an action brake bleeder that many of us have at a really great price point in each of our clinics. So what we want to do here is make sure that we are educating our patients on the open and close aspect of our system. So when we are nice and finger tight, we have no air that can come in or out of the system. When we rotate it 180 degrees, that's when this is open and air can be pulled out with our vacuum system, or it can be allow air to flow in so that someone could doff their socket. So let's take a look at this. Right now, again, we are finger tight. We want to just check our brake bleeder and our hose by just holding the end of it and tightening it up to make sure that our brake bleeder is functioning properly. Now, I'm holding vacuum right now, so I do know that my brake bleeder is functioning properly. Now, what we'll do is we will push this tubing onto our vac lock. So I have attached that nice and securely. I will rotate this 180 degrees about, and now we have an open line system. just for intents and purposes of this, I'm going to cover this up to simulate essentially how vacuum would be being pulled out of a socket, and just covering that up to test my puck as well. So as I do this, I am covering this, and my vac lock is open because I've rotated it open. Now I am going to pull the air out of my socket based on what level of vacuum I want, or what level of vacuum my patient is comfortable with. Average good place to start is anywhere between 10 to 12, and just making sure that you educate your patient on the positives and negatives of having more vacuum or less vacuum associated with it. A higher vacuum pull sometimes can cause distal discomfort if we are not fully seated into our socket. Additionally, not enough vacuum does not give us our full support for the limb, does not optimize the benefits of vacuum, and we want to just ensure that we are at a comfortable level for the patient where suspension is still optimized. So I am holding excellent vacuum here. So we are currently set at around 15, 15 or so. So as we have this, now before the patient disconnects, we just need to close this door. Right? So we are just closing that back lock, and then we're able to disconnect, and we are still holding optimal vacuum here. Now, if I wanted to get out of the socket, I would need to open this valve up again, but right now, I'll just release, and that vacuum would be holding here. Now, when someone goes to take their prosthesis off, all they would need to do is slightly rotate that open, and it will allow air to come in and then be able to break seal. This can be used for both seal-in or standard liners. If you are using a standard liner and an outer suspension sleeve, then make sure that you're using a fabric liner that allows for wicking, or non-fabric liners and using a nylon for wicking. Additionally, ensure that you have the suspension sleeve in contact with the gel part of your liner so that no seepage could come through air or skin graft, scar tissue on the thigh section of the patient's limb. Additional tools you may want to consider purchasing while doing the AirPuck is our distal molded injection tool. This tool allows you to make a custom distal injection for your patient. This can help increase comfort and truly customize their needs. Be sure to check out our fabrication video on all the details surrounding our distal injection tool. Additionally, if this is your first time fabricating a SmartPuck or AirPuck system, be sure you have your fabrication dummy. This part has this extra lamination piece that can be used for whenever you are ready to do your final laminations, but this is how we would do our setup for doing our check socket. Now, be sure you check out all of our pages to do a full analysis and video of doing any final laminations that you may need, our check sockets, or check out our pages for future upcoming webinars where we go into great detail about patients that have used these products successfully. Thanks so much.